For our daily life practice on day 1 of our homework week on the first class of our mindfulness course, we're just going to go about our day doing whatever we do. And whenever we notice that we're getting lost in thought, we just come back to whatever we're doing. Bring our minds back to the present moment. A very simple practice, deceptively simple, because it has some profound effects. A couple of things it does. When we get lost in thought, we realize it. That's awareness right there. And we come out of that automatic pilot when our mind just chatters away, and we actually have a moment to notice whatever thought is coming through our consciousness. And then the act of coming back to whatever we're doing is an act of letting go of our attachment to our thoughts and to our discursive thinking mind. And when we come back from being lost in thought to whatever it is we're doing, at the same time, it gives us a stark contrast between doing something on automatic pilot and being lost in thought, and actually being fully present with whatever we're doing. We see the difference. For example, let's say we're eating a meal. We notice that we're still eating our food, but our mind is off somewhere else, thinking about what we're going to do later that day, thinking of something that happened, thinking about our plans, whatever it may be. And then we notice it, and all of a sudden, we come back. All of a sudden, we realize that we're tasting the food. We're feeling the nutrition that we were totally unaware of before because we were lost in thought. And as we said before in an earlier talk, any situation is an opportunity for mindfulness practice. And since we're doing this practice all through the day, coming back to whatever we're doing, all the variety of things we're doing during the day, this day of daily life practice, the first day, is a wonderful opportunity to build a habit of this mindfulness, of this coming back. So I encourage you to practice this daily life practice all day long, whatever you're doing. When you find yourself lost in thought, be aware of it and come right back to whatever it is you're doing. That's the whole practice for today. Now, there may be a situation where this practice sets up kind of a dichotomy, kind of a battle even. Being lost in thought is bad. Being aware of this moment is good. You may realize what you didn't realize before is how much you get lost in thought. And if those kind of thoughts come in, just let them go like any other thought and come back to what you're doing, because this is not a strict, hard practice. This is a gentle practice. A practice of gently coming back to whatever you're doing. So practice with patience. Being patient with yourself when you notice you're lost in thought, even if it happens really often, which I'm sure it will when we first start practicing like this. And know that when we continue this practice, it will become a habit. We will become more aware of when we're lost in thought more quickly. So we're not as far down that rabbit hole of a cascade of thoughts before we can come back out. And we can come back out quicker, come back to what we're doing quicker. So enjoy this practice today. Thank you.